Psalm 15 begins with a question. Lord, who may stay with you in your own home? Who may live there on your holy hill? David, who wrote Psalm 15, asks the criteria of a person who is fit to come before the Lord. And it turns out that this isn't measured by how many offerings and how much someone worships and prays. Godliness can be seen in everyday life. It can be seen in how someone speaks and acts towards others, verses 2 to 5. Godliness is seen in our everyday lives. This made me reflect on the different activities that I'm part of during my week. I've been thinking about the service a few weeks ago, led by Ken Benjamin, about how God can use us on our front lines in our everyday. So my week consists of quite a few different activities. There's my paid job as an occupational therapist, where I help people with finding ways to cope and move on in their lives despite overwhelming difficulties. Helping to run the coffee morning at church, welcoming regular visitors and new visitors, and helping people to feel a warm welcome, and offering opportunities for people to talk about their lives. Volunteering at my gym, where I welcome and support ladies who attend and I help foster friendships. I also meet with a different mixture of older and newer friends who have come into my life for a coffee and a chat and support. And there's walking a friend's dog while she's at work, enabling her to go to the office without worrying about her dog being lonely. This also gives me an opportunity to spend time in God's creation in the beautiful Sutton Park. And not forgetting, of course, my family and all that we do together during our week. And each one of these activities brings opportunities to be loving, creative, and to bring energy into mine and others' lives, allowing myself and others to flourish. And some of the activities are life-giving, while others take energy from me. But with a good balance, I feel God using me in my everyday frontline. One way I have found that helps this to happen is to make a habit of learning, to let the word in before I let the world in. This for me looks like reading a short Bible verse or devotional before or very early on in my day. This isn't always easy as my working day starts at 5:30. But also spending time praying and having quiet times with God during my day is helpful. Inviting God into my life to use me with whatever my day has in store has become a daily habit too. How we speak and act towards others really matters to God. In Psalm 15, David speaks about living in a completely good way and doing things that are right. He also speaks about us speaking only truth and not speaking against others. I guess this could be phrased as gossip these days. He speaks about not hurting, insulting, or doing bad things towards others. And he speaks about respecting godly people and keeping our promises. He also speaks about lending money to help other people, but not asking for interest on this money, and not accepting bribes to speak against others who are innocent. So how do we live in a good way? There's so much in the Bible about how to live well and how to live God's way. I picked out one verse which I felt summarised this simply. It's in Philippians chapter 4 and verse 8. Now, my friends, I want to say this to you. Fill your minds with thoughts about good things. Think about things that are true, clean, right and lovely, and always think about things which people know are very good. Filling our minds with good things helps us to be kind and treat others well, and I believe that supporting and being there for others starts with ourselves and our relationship with God. But what do we need to have that relationship with God? In Luke chapter 10, verses 27 to 28, it says that we must love the Lord our God with all our mind and with all our strength, and we must love him with all that we are and all that we think. And it also says that we must love other people as much as we love ourselves. And Jesus said, if you do this, you will have true life with God.